There is no end except the end. That is the message that I have been having come in from the librarians a lot, actually, for the last few days, and that I want to move into. Wow, there's a lot here. Hang on. As it was spoken, the end is not the end. There is no ending point. On Earth, there are so many people who focus on when this is over, when this is done, when we are complete, when I am done with this series, when this when this energetic stronghold is done. And what we want to bring to your attention is the continuity, the flow, the never endingness, not only of life, but of existence. Waiting for an energetic stronghold to be ended, waiting for a time in life to be ended, waiting for death so this life can be ended is all part of the illusion that keeps humanity stuck in a place of not being able to receive emotion fully, whether that emotion is joy or sadness or frustration. It's the emotion itself is immaterial. It is the receiving of that emotion fully. We ask you to look not only at your life, but of the lives of those around you, whether you know them or not, and look at all of those waiting periods that people have artificially imposed upon their own lifetime. Were you to remove all of those barriers, all of those ending points, all of those beginning points, what you would be left with is the flow of the soul, the signature of the soul, the imprint of your energy. Those of you who are frustrated, we will use a stereotypical trajectory of a human life. Frustrated with being a child and wanting to grow up, anxious to move through school so you can move into life, not enjoying being single because you want to be married, wanting to rush into having children to move into the next state. Those of you who are constantly waiting, constantly wanting, constantly living in the future instead of the present. Remove the artificial timelines. Look at that energy signature. What is that energy signature? That energy signature is that future focusing, but also the suppression of the fullness of life in that individual moment. Look at those around you who tell the stories of the past and the good old days. And ha 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 ha, yeah, we will use this phrase, make America great again. Those of you who are focused on the past, remove those artificial energy barriers. And what is that energy signature? That energy signature is one of trapped and despair because I can't get back there. It's a trapped energy. So the energy of the present is unable to flow. The energy of the future is even unable to flow because the energy is this is unfair. I am trapped. So removing those barriers that the human mind creates to feeling fully and see what it is that you are feeling fully. That is the energy signature of the soul of the individual. Mm. Laura doesn't even want to say this. Not all souls, not all energy signatures, not all embodied humans want to be happy, want to be joyful. Oh, so many want to experience a difficult emotion. So many want to feel that frustration of I can't get back there, the bitterness of I can't get back there, the idealistic nature of I can't get back there. Similarly, so many want to avoid the present by leaning into the future. One day I will, when my ship comes in, when I meet the perfect love, once my kids leave home. Many don't want to experience and feel the fullness of the present. They want to experience the frustration or the longing because longing feels good. If you were constantly longing for a better future, it feels good because it's this positive expectation. If you were constantly longing for the past, there's a part of it that feels good, but it is tinged with despair. Ah, this is the distinction that we wish to bring forward. Laura is finally seeing this. Moving into the future, that longing is that a longing, it's going to be better, but it needs to be created better from the outside in instead of the inside out. Longing for the past is tinged with despair, it is tinged with loss. Those who long for the past have a slightly darker energy than those who long for the future. By darker, we are not passing judgment. We are meaning a darker, heavier sadness. When you're longing for the future, there is the positive expectation. When you are longing for the past, there is that sadness, that bitterness, that loss. And it is a slightly sadder, heavier, darker emotion. And yet the longing is right there. We challenge, we challenge you to long for the present. Those are not words that you hear. Longing for the present, being in the present, longing to feel emotion fully, longing to release what was, what could be, and being with what is. And this is the challenge. This is the challenge. Longing is powerful. Longing is what creates. We are not asking you to let go of longing because longing is the engine. What we are asking is for more awareness and mindfulness around what it is that you are longing for. And then, why are you not allowing yourself to be in that? If you are longing for the relationship, the money, the home, what is it about that relationship, the money, the home that will inspire you to feel differently? And if you are longing for that sense of being wanted, being connected, security, what is getting in the way from you feeling that sense of security or a sense of being wanted, even when it is not yet manifest on the outside? You say this is sounding an awful lot like some of the New Age manifestation tips. And we say it's not that it's a New Age manifestation tip, it is the way the energy works, it is the way our energy flows. If you want to be in a relationship and you are longing for that trust, that connection, how do you feel that trust and that connection with yourself? Because as you feel that peace, that trust, that connection in yourself, you move the future into the present, and the pieces will arrange around you to support. If you are longing for success, for money, for material shifts in your life, What is the reason why you are longing for those things? Is it prestige? Is it safety? How do you create that level of prestige and safety within yourself to allow the external pieces to, we say, materialize around you? Looking at the past and the longing for the past, is that dead energy? Is that dead energy? We ask this in a form of a question because some of you can use the past to inform what you want to create again in the future. But what we say is too often when you look at the past to inform the future, what gets stuck is the fact that things have changed. You have the saying that you cannot put your foot in the same river twice. The evolution of life makes returning to something impossible. The evolution of life makes returning to something in the past impossible. What is it that you wish to recreate for the future? And why the longing to go backwards instead of the longing to create in the future? Why the longing to go back instead of the longing to recreate in the future? The subtle layers of evolution show that you are not happy with who you have become. The chrysalis has birthed a butterfly that you do not like, that you are not ready to embrace. So the desire to go become the caterpillar again, which cannot be done. So we ask, what is it about this butterfly that you do not like? What is it about this butterfly that you cannot accept? What is it about this butterfly, ooh, that you want to destroy? For the desire to go to the past is the destruction of the present. The desire to go back to the past is the desire to destroy the present. It is an internal, we will say, hatred, despair with what is. It is an absolute resistance of the moment. For the longing for the future embraces what is and rolls forward into what will be. Whereas the desire to move to the past is the destruction of the present. These subtleties are important. We want to clarify there is no judgment. It's not that you are bad or wrong. It is simply to be noticed. For we all have moments where we want to go to the past. We all have moments where we want to go to the future. It is noticing the despair, the dissatisfaction, the lack of acceptance for the present versus the joy and the acceptance and the spark of knowledge that this butterfly can be more. Staying with this present, staying with this butterfly, we cannot go back to the caterpillar. What is yet possible for the butterfly in its next incarnation? Oh, but what in this moment is important with the butterfly? What in this moment is important with the butterfly is to extend and expand the wings, to be beautiful for the sake of being beautiful, to bringing joy to others by flitting in the sense of magic. A butterfly is about wonder. A butterfly is about wonder. How could this caterpillar go in this chrysalis and come out a butterfly? A butterfly cannot be touched, for it damages the wings and it ruins the magic. Just as the present moment so often cannot be touched or it ruins its magic. The present moment is to be experienced and not captured or pinned down. Your human butterfly connections, collections are the ultimate attempt for you, for humanity to pin down that elusive present moment that cannot be pinned down, for it is meant to be experienced and enjoyed. Notice how so many humans will stop and will watch the butterfly and will comment to others, look, look, look at that butterfly. The butterfly is here to teach you to stop, to notice that present moment and to be in it and to appreciate it. We are complete. Whoa. And with that, they are complete. Laura, I kept thinking, okay, we'll have a nice little summary of that, won't we? We'll have a nice little summary of the butterfly and the present moment and longing. And it was like, and whoop, we're out of here. Oh, I get it. Thank you. They're like, just like the butterfly, and we're out of here. Just like the butterfly, we don't need to, oh, dissect the experience. We don't need to pin down and memorialize that experience. It is in and is out. And if there is longing for more, wonderful. And let's not long for the past. Let's enjoy the memory of the past, but no, you can't get back and experience that wonder again. Wow. That was a good one. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time the librarians have a message, unless you want to connect with me one-on-one. Take care. Bye.